Hello and welcome, surf learners. Today we are talking about distributed database. In the last tutorial we have discussed operational database. Well, eventually we will know that operational database is just a type of distributed database. Distributed database is widely spread topic and it is bigger than all the topics we have discussed. So if your goal is to go deep in it and know a lot of information about it, I will leave a resources link in the description below, and just now we will discuss the actuals and the basics of the distributed database, uh, just what you need to know and what is commonly available. And for more, there is a book called The Principles of Distributed Database. I will leave a link for that too in the description, so be sure to check it. Well, first of all, what is a distributed database? A distributed database is the database in which a portion of data are stored in multiple physical locations. As it implies from the name, the database is distributed. So the data is distributed among many physical locations. The processing on the database is distributed as well among the multiple database nodes. It is a collection of multiple interconnected databases and spread across many locations that communicate via a computer network. So there is a lot of physical locations, each have a data stored in it, and they connect using a computer network, a centralized computer network. The databases in the collection, they are logically interconnected, not only connected via a computer network, they are connected to a logic network or a logic syncing. They often represent a logical database. So, distributed processing. What is the meaning of distributed processing? It means that the processing on the database itself is distributed among each physical location carrying the data. So, the distributed processing shares the logical processing among two or more independent physical locations and connected via a network. Distributed processing does not require distributed database, but distributed database requires it have distributed processing. It is the whole idea about distributed database to have distributed processing on it. It may be based on a single database located on a single computer. And also, in order to manage the distributed data, parts of the database processing functions must be distributed to all data storage sites. It means that each site must have the data processing function. DDBMS. What is DDBMS? A DDBMS is a distributed database management system. It means that each site can have a database manager of its own. A database manager of its own that controls its own data. But another option will be to use a DDBMS. What is a DDBMS? It is a distributed database management system. It manages the distributed database itself. It ensures that a change in one site will be reflected on the data stored in another site. And it integrates the data logically, so it is managed as if it's stored in the same location. That is the benefit of using a DDBMS rather than using a database manager in each site. And it has two types. Well, the first type, as we see in the picture, we have 4 sites, each have a Windows NT and Oracle OS. So that is a homogeneous DDBMS, where all physical locations have the same hardware and OS. Another type is, as we see in the picture, each site has a different OS and different hardware. This is called heterogeneous DDBMS. An OS and hardware may differ from one data location to another. Well, we now know all about the DDBMS, distributed processing, and distributed database. We have to know a little more about the design of the distributed database. The designer of a distributed database must take in consideration 3 main parts: fragmentation, allocation, and replication. What is meant by each of them? Well, fragmentation means which or how to portion the database into fragments. How to portion it into fragments, which is carried by many ways, but we will not discuss that. It is mentioned in the reference I will put in the description if you want to know about it. Replication means which fragments replicate, and data allocation means where to locate those fragments and replicas in the sites. With optimal distribution, we must care that it is with optimal distribution. So a designer of a distributed database is concerned with those three main parts. We are not. Well, to the big question, why do we use distributed database? For this question, we must ask ourselves about four parameters: performance, cost, response time, and the storage of data over distance. Well, for a distributed database, the performance is high because we have the data distributed, the processing is distributed, so the performance is increased. Second, the cost. Well, the cost is effective. It means it is low, not so high. Third, the response time. It has a faster response time, which is reflected on the productivity and the better decision making. And fourth parameter is about the amounts of data transferred over the network. Well, it is smaller amounts of data over the distance because it has less capacity, so it lessens the capacity demands on the network. So that was all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and the next video will be about graph database. Be sure to check the links I will leave in the description if you want to know more about distributed database. And if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and thank you.